What up, YouTube? Hey, I got some crazy shit for you. The rapper who escaped murder after killing his ops with rockets. Rockets. You feel me? Like, damn. Rap reset. I wanna say I heard of this story already. This was in Chicago, but this video came out 12 hours ago. You feel me? We finna see what's up. Let me get this shit a like real quick. There you go.
Video from the night an innocent woman was shot and killed in Pensacola. This surveillance video is from across the street of the Platinum Club. Elizabeth Harris was killed in a drive-by shooting early Monday morning. You can see people scrambling to drive away and later police arriving at the scene. Investigators say more than 40 shots were fired. The search is still on for at least 3 suspects.
The Memorial Day celebration back in 2019 did not go down in the way that folks from Pensacola, Florida were hoping.
But this was in
the
Florida.
Last Monday in May is meant for honoring and remembering the men.
Nah, hold on. Wasn't there like a rapper that took a pic with an RPG in Chicago? But damn, where did these motherfuckers be getting these weapons from, bro? Like, this shit crazy. Where this motherfucker get rockets?
Died while serving the U.S. military. This time around, all they could think about was the brazen murder that took place and left one innocent girl dead. The guy who did it, a teen rapper called Lil Del, who was out looking for trouble. He wanted nothing but the worst for his ops, and he brought out the big guns. He fired so many shots that some say he fired a rocket at his targets. Later, he went on running from the police, thinking he could duck the consequences.
So, oh, I like how they throw an ad right when I try to pause the vid, but anyway, nah, so like, I think he said, bro got that shit from the military, but I'm like, how the fuck you sneak it off the base? I don't know how this shit work. That shit's crazy though. Fucking rockets.
This video is about Lil Del and how he tried getting at his ops and making a run for it.
All right, this is one of the top 10 most dangerous small cities in America.
Cornelius Dice, known by the artist name Lil Del, is a West Florida native coming from the inland part of the state, a place called Pensacola.
I think living in a dangerous small town is more dangerous than living in a city. Because them small towns, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really nowhere to hide type shit.
According to data from the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting Program, Pensacola has a higher crime rate than the national average. Moreover, it's a place known very well for the high percentage of people who live in poverty. Lil Del was an active gang member, and his loyalties lay with the squad that went by the name of Bro Gang. Even though the name might sound silly, these guys were on the radar for quite a bit. Lil Del was slowly catching traction at his town. He started seeing some success as an artist rapper, and he was making some noise around the place. The tracks that he released on YouTube were growing in views, some even reached 100K views and more. His tracks Everybody Else, Find Me, and Run It got plenty of views, and the comment section was full of supporters and people who were simply waiting for the moment when Lil Del blows up and goes mainstream. No cap, the beat, and the way he rapped, fire. We honestly gotta give bro millions of views. Lil Del really with that shit. He was getting invited to perform in clubs at one point, and that is when the idea of a rap career started becoming more and more of a thing for Lil Del.
If that was the
However,
case,
his dreams of making it big were overlapping with the fact that he got caught up in a beef with one of the rival crews of Pensacola, one that would forever change the direction of his life.
A woman was shot in May outside the Platinum nightclub in Pensacola. As News 5's Cody Long just learned, 2 rival gangs have been responsible for nearly 24 shootings since 2017.
The woman was shot in May outside the Platinum nightclub in Pensacola.
Damn,
2 rival
girl.
gangs have been responsible for nearly 24 shootings since 2017. The things that Lil Del rapped about in his songs were not for plays and shows. This man seriously meant some of the things that he spoke about, and he was in fact ready for war. The fact that he got into a vehicle with 3 other guys and brought the entire arsenal with him goes on to prove it. Early morning on Memorial Day, around 1:56 a.m., Del and his fellow gang members pulled up to the parking lot of the Platinum Club. The Bro Gang showed up ready to make a couple of ops' bodies turn cold. They pulled out their weapons and started firing shots. For a whole minute or so, the parking lot of the Platinum Club turned into a gun range.
wait, hold on. Who are they
Believe it
trying
or
to?
not,
That's
they fired 44
Damn.
And they even went as far as firing a rocket launcher at the Indians. The intention behind their actions was to hit their rival gang members from the so-called Cash Gang. They ended up shooting at innocent bystanders.
No, I was just about to ask that. I was like, who are they even trying to target? The Cash Gang? Okay. You got Bro Gang and Cash Gang in Pensacola, Florida.
Elizabeth Harris. She died at the hospital later that same night. The perpetrators managed to flee for some time. However, the police later arrested 3 suspects. 3 teenagers were arrested quickly after the incident. Lakeisha James, 17.
Damn, a girl.
John Warren, 18. And Dante Walker, 19.
Bro, look how young they are, though. 17, 18, and 19. Shorty, the youngest one out of all of them. But that's crazy.
Were arrested in connection with the murder. Walker has been charged with accessory to murder. Warren and James face charges including first-degree murder, attempted murder, and aggravated assault.
We can't just chill.
As for Lil Dell, he was still on the run. He decided to race
Dell,
with the authorities
19.
and see how long he can make it, running away. Similarly to TK, Dell decided to run away and see where the road would take him. After the cops caught up to 3 of the 4 guys responsible for the hit, that's when a bit more of the details of what really went down that night started arising. That's when the alleged rocket launching explanation went down. See, according to one of the dudes who was arrested, told the officials Lil Dell fired a missile at the ops, but he ended up blowing up the car instead. That's why on the long list of charges, you can also see a charge of not only first-degree murder, but also firing a deadly missile.
Bro, I'll be mad as fuck if a nigga fire a rocket launcher or a rocket and that shit hit my car, bro. Like, I'll be so fucking mad, bro. Cause why the fuck, like, dude, these people are young, bro. They're teenagers. This dude got a rocket launcher and he's 19 years old. What the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
Lil Dell decided to leave Pensacola and head north towards Georgia. He allegedly ended up in a town called Austin. While he was hiding in Austin for over a month, but it didn't help. Dell was caught up relatively quickly, given that they had all the resources at their disposal to find criminals who were on the run. Besides, Dell was only a teenage rapper.
That police car was actually kind of cold.
Find out that there's really nowhere to hide. He managed to be on the run for about 2 months before the run came to an end. He was arrested by the Cobb County PD and was later returned to Pensacola, where he would eventually face his trial. It's hard to believe it, but Dell is actually out walking the streets right now. He was released on bond after he paid $250,000 to the feds. Lil Dell's still not locked up, even though a lot of people thought he'd be in a cell for the rest of his life. Not only was he responsible for the death of an innocent teenager, but he also could have taken the lives of many others who were in the parking lot that night. Comments found on the video that showed the footage after the incident took place would make you believe that he was gone for good. Lil Dell gonna be living in a little cell. But that's not exactly what happened. Even if the allegations of Dell firing a rocket launcher weren't true, which we don't really know yet, it's still beyond reckless behavior. It's not a good sign for the future. Yes, Dell is still dropping songs, but it makes you wonder if he's really gonna make it big after what took place on that sad day in 2019.
Shit, usually stuff like that help a rapper career. Sadly,
He's no longer with us.
But
it's all because Lil Dell wanted to prove himself as a guy who's true to his gangsta code. Elizabeth's younger sister, Valley Harris,
you don't know if
told
you're
her
gonna blow up
side
off
of
the
story
incident.
very shortly
Shit, that
after
should be
the
helping
case.
rappers.
She knows all the suspects. She can't believe what happened that night. Valley went on to tell the press, "It's sad because I grew up with these people. I went to school with them. I see these people every day. Now when I think about it, I have to think of these people did to my sister." And her mother also commented on the tragic incident. She thinks throwing all the guys who did this to her poor daughter wouldn't change much or solve the issue at all. The problem runs deeper than that. It's not gonna even solve anything. I want my baby and I can't get her back, you know? It's a lose-lose situation. These children have lost their lives. My daughter has lost her life. And they're gonna lose family. I've lost my family. It's just too much. At the very end, there are still a few things to be said about this shooting. The tragic death of Elizabeth Harris, a young, innocent bystander who lost her life in a gang-related shooting, serves as a somber reminder of the dangers of gun violence and the impact it has on communities. Her untimely passing has left her families and friends grieving. the community grappling with the aftermath of this senseless act. This act also begs the question, what's the price that people are willing to pay in order to make it in this world? The reason why the shooting took place was because Bro Gang wanted to take out those who were conflicting views, or someone who was perhaps a rival or competition.
Hey, shout out to Rap Reset, bro. You see I'm subscriber, bro, and shit. He doing this shit, man. He doing this shit for real. That's a good ass vid, bro. That's crazy. You know, like this, you know, and everybody who call these type of channels snitches and shit, dude. I don't see how it's snitching when the shit's already on the news. You know, then sometimes he ain't show no posts, but a lot of these stupid motherfuckers be posting themselves doing the crime too. So it's not really snitching, but yeah, man, it's crazy. These motherfuckers is teenagers. Like, this dude was 19, Lil Del was 19, and this motherfucker had a rocket launcher. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Like I said, I want to say there was somebody with an RPG in Chicago. That shit was a long time ago, though. That shit was crazy, too. I don't know, but it's a crazy world out there, y'all. With that being said, deuces.